But yeah, so flow. And so how do you find flow in your life? Many people, so I get two kind of camps of people coming to get the coaching. Some of them already know it's like, hey, dude, when I'm doing pottery and I'm playing with clay, it just works. Like I'm so in and time just dilates and it's effortless. It turns out like shit, but I love it. And it's like, perfect, man. That's what you gotta go do. Right.
Mm.
And they're like, yeah, but I make 250 grand a year, like as an accountant. And I was like, cool. How many years did you put into accounting? And they're like, oh, 25 years. And I'm like, cool. I would beg to argue if you put 25 years in pottery, maybe you don't make 250 grand. You will because it's what you were meant to do and you're going to be fucking amazing at it. But let's just say you don't, right? Let's just say you don't, right? You're making 75 grand a year making happy money rather than making like lots of money. You're making happy money. When I say that, just think about how you feel when I say that. Lots of money versus happy money.
Mm.
The energy is completely different, right? You're going to live around for a lot longer when you're happy and not stressed. You're going to end up making more money.
It's so funny that you say. I just came off a conversation before speaking to you with a friend who's in corporate event management, and she said to me, the one thing that I'm going to walk away from after this whole social isolation that we're in, this social distancing, this COVID problem that we're all facing, she said, I'm starting to realize that I may never go back to being that person. I may never go back to that. I may just become a painter and do that professionally. That's what I
And
love to do.
she's not alone in that,
Yeah.
guys. Like I normally have a roster where I only take on 5 coaching clients at a time, but being grounded at home, I've had the capacity to take on more and take on my waiting list. And now there's 14 of them.
Wow.
And everybody's feeling this way. Everybody's like, dude, I kind of have disconnected from everything. Like the pottery was an example from a real life coach. Like she's just like, dude, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm gonna, and it's like, cool. Give yourself 25 years to commit. Give yourself 2.5 years, guys. Inspired evolution. Like the whole intention for me doing this and walking this path is not just for me to activate, but also to be inspiring, to help you to inspire, to evolve. And I'm inspiring myself to evolve. It's on every degree. It's hence the inspired evolution.
So good.
Right. And so when I stop and I go 2.5 years, yeah, I'm pinching myself to the point where it's like, dude, I'm ripping off all these hairs. I'm Indian, so I should probably stop pinching myself. But yeah, it's full on, right? So in this time, what can you do? First of all, you can't fake your flow. You can't fake who you are. It's ever present. Yeah, you suppress it. You watch heaps of Netflix. You're keeping up with the Kardashians. You're doing all this sort of stuff. For sure you are, right? Because everybody else is doing it. That's society's values. But still, in your deepest moments, like maybe like the hour before you go on to bed, you're looking at, you know, old vintage cars or something, or you're looking at like, how do I build vertical gardens? Or, you know, your digital space, have a look at what's just rummaging around in there. There's a through line in there somewhere, energetic through line that talks to you about stuff. For me, it was spirituality. I was always listening to Alan Watts, Richard Dawkins, Deepak Chopra. I was always listening to these people. I was still going as a construction. It didn't make sense for me to be personal developmenting on a spiritual level when I was out there in the construction front lines. But I couldn't run away from it. You look around my house, you know, there's books on spirituality and personal development. There's musical instruments everywhere, right? So it's just like, I wonder what Amrit's flow and purpose is. It's like, well, I love spirituality. I love reading. I love learning. And I love music. I love, you know, and so that's, you can't fake it. Your space at home already has it emanating out of you. And some people say, my house is really bland. Cool. Go into your digital space.
Yeah.
What was the last thing searched on YouTube? What are the Instagram accounts you're hashtag following? You know, like all these things are in there. Your purpose is, you know where you find that. Just learn to cultivate that. But we don't cultivate shit because our generation has no patience.
I think we've all started there's Conscious Conversations, which is a business that I've co-founded with a couple of friends of mine, and we tend to ignite these deeper, you know, below the surface conversations with people. One of our big questions is, what would you be doing if money wasn't a thing? And right now we all have the opportunity to actually explore that. Isn't it like these are the golden nuggets that we need to be thankful for right now?